Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stephanie Jimenez from the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Wednesday, December 27th. If you're new to the channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NFL and NBA videos, and please make sure and click the like button as it really helps us out. So let's just jump into it. We got 10 games on this slate. There's some really good spots for us to target. I'm going to quickly go over some of the games that I'm going to be focusing on, and then I'll jump into our picks after that. So first we'll start off with Brooklyn going into New Orleans. This game has a 220.5 total. New Orleans is favored by 10. Then we got Denver going into Minnesota to face the Wolves. This game has a 214.5 implied total, and Minnesota is favored by 5.5. Next, I really like Washington going in to Atlanta to face the Hawks. This game has a 212.5 implied total. Washington's favored by 5.5. A game that I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, not only fantasy wise but to watch as well, is Toronto going into OKC to face the Thunder. This game has a 210 implied total, and OKC is favored by 3.5. And then we got a couple ugly teams that are going to be going at each other, but I think it's going to be a bunch of fantasy points scored in this game. It's going to be the Knicks going into Chicago to face the Bulls. This game has a 207.5 implied total. Chicago's favored by 1.5. And lastly, another game I'm really going to be looking at is going to be Boston going into Charlotte to face the Hornets. This game has a 206 implied total, and Boston's favored by 1. So those are some of the games that I'm really liking on this slate. So we'll just jump into my picks and kind of get it going. First thing first, we'll start with Westbrook. His price is just still too low. You got to take advantage. For him to hit value, you need about 58. He's averaging 52 on the season. This is going to be a big time game, very close, back and forth, going against Kyle Lowry in Toronto. So I like OKC, and I like Russell Westbrook a lot in this spot. He's been picking it back up. His last 5 games, he's got you at least 58. That's pretty much what you need for value. So definitely take a look at Westbrook. Then we got John Wall going into Atlanta. He's going to be going back and forth with Schroeder. He's a good offensive player, but he sucks at defense. The Hawks give up a lot of points to the point guard position. John Wall's in a great spot. His minutes are starting to get back up, and his price is just way too low. For him to hit value, all you need is about 44. He's averaging 40 on the season. He's coming off his best game in a while. Christmas Day against Boston. He played 38 minutes and he got 50 fantasy points. So I love John Wall in this spot. And we got Kyrie. His team is struggling a little bit, and he's trying to put him on his back. He's been scoring the ball. He's playing very well right now. Another thing too is Jaylen Brown could possibly be out. That's going to give Kyrie even more shots. His price is fair. For him to hit value, you need about 46. I definitely think he can get there, get very close. Going back and forth against Kemba Walker tomorrow. Then we talk about Kemba Walker on the other side of the ball. 1,000 less than Irving. For him to hit value, his price is very fair. All you need is 37 for him to hit value. And we know Kemba Walker history. He always plays much better at home. Boston's only favored by 1 in this game. I think it's going to be a very close and tight game. I really like Kemba Walker in this spot against Kyrie Irving. Boston is a good defensive team, but Walker, he has so much load on his shoulders. He's going to shoot the ball, whether he's shooting well or not shooting well. He's going to get his. So I do like him a lot in this spot. The another guy I'm going to quickly talk about is going to be Teague. He's just playing good right now. For him to hit value, all you need is 34. He's averaging 30 on the season. He's in a good spot. Up-tempo game against Denver. The guy's playing well. We know that the Timberwolves coach likes to play his starters at least 30 minutes a game. That's for sure. So definitely look at Teague. He was just in this spot a couple games ago. He played 32 minutes, 16.4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals for 37 fantasy points. If he can get you this performance again, you're going to be very happy. At his price tag, we'll go to shooting guard. I'm actually going to start. Well, I mean, I like Tyreek Evans. The only thing about him is, he's on a back-to-back going against the Lakers. I don't know if his minutes are going to be limited or whatnot, but if he's going to play his full allotment of minutes, I definitely like him. His price is just up a little bit. We got Bill. His price is actually down right now. For him to hit value, all you need is about 37, 38. I mean, the minutes are there. He's been playing massive minutes. We know that for sure. He's scoring the ball well for the most part. He had a couple down games, but I definitely expect him to pick it back up, as the season continues to roll along. In this spot against Atlanta, I think it's a really good spot in an up-tempo matchup. They're favored, so definitely take a look at Bill. Then we got Holiday. I mean, I've been playing this guy a lot. He's been winning me a lot of money this year. For him to hit value, you need about 36, 37. He's averaging 34 on the season. And, I mean, he's just been rolling. The last game against Miami, he did have somewhat of a down game. Only got 27 fantasy points. But 27 fantasy points is still not going to kill you. But if you don't look at this game, I mean, look at the games previous to this, 39, 33, 50, 35, 62, 52. You get my point. I mean, he's playing good. He's playing massive minutes. Price is fair for what he's been doing. So I like Jrue Holiday. Then we're going to go down to... This guy is just criminally underpriced going against Boston. The minutes are there. He's back to playing mid 30 minutes. He's scoring the ball. He's filling up the stat sheet. That's what we know this guy does. I mean, he just started the season for him. So this is kind of an outlier because the minutes have been up and down. 25 fantasy points pretty much. But at a $6,000 price tag, we need 30. It's not far off from his average. If he's gonna play 35 minutes a game, at home against Boston, I like him as matchup. I definitely think he can get us 6-7 times value on his price tag. Last guy I'm going to talk about at shooting guard. If he's going to start again, I mean, you got to start this guy. If he's going to play 35 minutes, he's going to fill up the stat sheet. That's what Clarkson does. It's a little bit of an outlier that he got 4 steals. Even if, you take these away, that's minus 12. He still got you 33. And that's very respectable. 27 to hit value. So I like Clarkson a lot if he's going to start tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye out on the news. We're going back to the question that we've been asking ourselves over and over. Both prices are down. Do we like Durant against Utah in a little bit slower paced matchup? Or do we like LeBron in an up-tempo matchup against Sac? But this is probably going to be a blowout. It's a big question. We'll start with KD. I mean, he's been playing very well. Christmas Day, I expected LeBron to get the best of him. But guess what? He got the best of LeBron. He really, really surprised me. I was very surprised with his performance. And, I liked it. For him to have value, you need about 57, 58. Ever since Curry's been out, he's had a couple dud games, but he's really been killing it. And I definitely think he could get there in this matchup tomorrow, for the Warriors against the Jazz. The Jazz don't really have nobody that can match up with him. I mean, that's usually a problem for him every single night. So definitely take a look at Durant. I'm not going to talk much about LeBron. Yes, he had a dud game on Christmas, only 30. But before that, he's got 52. It was his lowest in I don't know how long. He's very solid. But like I said, the scary thing is he's going to be playing Sacramento, who is actually getting blown out right now by the Clippers. And, I expect him to get blown out again. He did play 41 minutes last time he played Sac. And he put up 67 fantasy points. I'm just nervous that this game is going to turn into a blowout. But I definitely do like LeBron. Then we got Butler. 45 for him to hit value. He's averaging 39 on the season. He's really been playing well. His minutes have been up. He's scoring the ball well. He's got at least 23 actual scoring points in 4 straight games. He's doing what Butler does, filling up the stat sheet, playing defense. Like I said, 45 for value. It's a big number, but up-tempo game, I like it. He was just in this matchup. He played 34 minutes at Denver. He still scored 25 points. He just didn't get the other secondary stats for 36 fantasy points. You do need a little bit more for this, more than this, but I really like Butler in this spot. You need about 44 for value. We got Paul George. You need 40 for him in value. The minutes are up. That's what you got to really like. In 4 of the past 5 games, he's played at least 37 minutes. And he's getting you 33, 34 fantasy points regularly with upside for 55. I like Paul George. I like him against Toronto. This is going to be a really competitive game, and he's a big time player. I think he's going to step up for this game. So I definitely like Paul George. Then we got a guy, people are like, why would I play this guy? But he's just consistent. The minutes are there. He's averaging 31 fantasy points a game. For him to have value, you need 31, 32. He's just a solid cash game play night in, night out. He never really does nothing special, but he never really does nothing to hurt you either. Now we'll go to power forward. We'll start at the brow against Brooklyn. Brooklyn has no big guys. Davis and Cousins, they both have a chance to really crush in this spot. Last time out, he was chalk. Actually, I'm sorry, it was 2 times ago he was chalk. But 11.2 price tag. You need 56 for him to hit value. He hasn't really been getting there too much, and in the past 2 games, he's got you at 39 and a 43. And these kind of numbers at this price tag is something that just absolutely crushes your night. But, he has upside for 70 or 80. The price is actually down a little bit. So definitely take a look at Davis. Porzingis, 2,000 less. He probably doesn't have the same upside. But, he's playing good right now. The past 2 games, he got you 44 and 45. You got to really like that. For him to hit value, you need 46. He's been right there. If he's going to play big-time minutes against Chicago, who's actually on a back-to-back, I like Porzingis. I think, once again, he could definitely crush in this spot. Draymond is just Draymond. We know what he's going to do. He has a chance for a triple-double anytime he steps on the floor. He had a really good game against Cleveland on Christmas, got 48 fantasy points. For him to hit value, you need about 43. He's averaging 36 on season. I like Draymond. I think Draymond's a good play. But in this slower-paced game against Utah, I think he's probably a little bit more of a GPP play, in my opinion. Just because, you don't know if he's going to score or not. And that's when he has the monster games, if he actually scores. And we are going to talk about 2 guys, same price. Serge Ibaka, remember he started his career with OKC. He was there a long time. So that's something that you really got to look at. So this is, in somewhat of a way, is a revenge game going back to OKC. I know it's been a couple years, but he still played with Westbrook, and they were boys. So, I think he's definitely going to get up for this game. You need 30 for him to hit value. I definitely think he's going to get there, get very close. The minutes are starting to get back up to at least low 30s. You got to really like that. I just think he's a solid cash game play. I like him a lot in this spot. We got Carmelo for the same price. He's going to be on the opposite side of the ball. I think his price is too low, but I think he's a little bit more of a GPP play, and I think Serge Ibaka is a little bit more of a cash game play. Carmelo, but he's got you at least 26 in the past 4. You need 30 for him to hit value. So, even if it gets you 26, 27, it's not going to kill you. You'll be happy with it. But Melo does have the upside for 45, but I think that's probably all that he has. I don't really see no crazy upside with Paul George and Westbrook on the floor. But the price is low. You're buying low on them, so definitely take a look at them. Now let's move on to center, round it out. We got Cousins. Like I said, him and Davis, they haven't been having the big games that we want to see from them. For him to have value, you need actually about 57, 58. It's a big number. But the Nets, they don't have really no big guys, and that's one thing that really attracts me to both of the Pelicans' big men. So he could definitely crush in this spot at home as well. They're favored by 10 in an up-tempo game against Brooklyn. We got Towns. This guy I'm liking, man. This guy's been playing well. For him to have value, all you need is 52. I know he hasn't got there, in the past couple games, but he's still getting you in the 40s, and he was on a streak of getting you 50, 60, 70. Towns is Towns. He's one of my favorite players in the league, to be honest with you. One thing that does scare me is Jokic is back to playing full minutes, full allotment of minutes, and when two big guys go against each other, one of them usually gets in foul trouble, and that's the kind of thing that scared me a little bit on Towns. With the high price tag. But I mean, Jokic doesn't really scare me that much, and Towns is a really good play. Then we got Kevin Love. I mean, he's just playing well right now. The thing you don't like about Kevin Love is the minutes. He hasn't really been playing, solid for sure, 30 minutes every game. But, I mean, he's still doing solid for the most part. For him to hit value, you need about 42. He's averaging 37 on the season. In the past four, he's got you 37, 40, 37, 54. I definitely think he can crush. Last time he played Sacramento, he only played 29 minutes, but he got you a double-double, 36 fantasy points. Like I said, the big thing about the Cavs that's really scared me is the fact that Sacramento played tonight and they got smashed tonight. And it could definitely be a blowout. But if they are going to play their allotment of minutes, then I do like them. One more guy I'll quickly talk about. They're on a back-to-back as well. So, it's a little bit scary. But Gasol going against the Lakers, we struggle against big men. The price I don't like, but I like the spot. At 8,600 for him to hit value, you need about 43. I definitely think that he can get there against the Lakers. Like I said, we don't have no big guys, and we struggle against big guys. So Gasol is a solid GPP option. We got Horford, Mr. Consistent. You need 35 for him to hit value. He's averaging 34 on the season. They're gonna need him to play. He's gonna be banging against Dwight Howard. I like him. I like him in this spot. I mean, Howard's not somebody that really scares me. Horford, I mean, he's averaging almost 6 assists, 7 rebounds. I mean, this guy just fills up the stat sheet. That's what I gotta like about him. So I definitely think Horford's a solid play. And then I'm going to bring it up again. Somebody tried to hit me with why are you mentioning him? And I said, you know what? The price is too low. I'm going to say it again. 4.6 price tag for Gortat going against Atlanta, who doesn't really have no, true big man. He can get a double-double any night. For him to hit value at this price tag, you need about 22, 23. I mean, he just got us 35. When people say, why was I recommending him? If he's going to stay this low, I would go right back to the well and play him again. They had a day off. I like him. I definitely like him at this price tag. I think he's a really solid play. So definitely, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at on my picks. For today, let me just I'll go position by position, just kind of get you guys that I'm liking. We'll start at point guard. I think that John Wall is just too cheap. If he's going to play the minutes, then I think he's a really good play. So I like him right there. Let me see. And then we'll go to shooting guard. If he's going to start, I don't care about the matchup. I like him a lot. Right here, I'm going to go with... I actually like Jimmy Butler. I think you can kind of go somewhat balanced and be all right. Go Baca, center. We will go Horford. So you got 6,000. You can go this is a really, 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 really good core. Right here. You got 6,000. You can go balanced. Throw Batum. You might as well throw Batum in there, etc. But, hey, I like this a lot. Hey, if you haven't already, please make sure and click that subscribe button below. Please make sure and click that like button for me on this video. I'll be back with my NBA video for tomorrow. Hey, let's crush it and let's make this money. Talk to you later.